their key players fresh down the stretch as we go deeper into the playoffs. Something that they will need to try and get once again that championship ring, or the championship that has eluded them in the previous conference.
Motau Tua, perfect from the field the last time out against Terra Firma. All smiles as of now. Of course, him and Abu Tratter, two of the bigger gentlemen that we have here in the Philippine Basketball Association.
Right. Believe it or not, Bearfield still scoreless in 9 minutes, 0 out of 4. So defense of San Miguel, whatever it is that they have done here against Bearfield, is working well.
Rosales still with it, tough shot, and that's going to be a miss, but he gets his own rebound.
That's why it's always essential to trace the basketball and disallow the man with the basketball to pass the ball easily, especially going inside.
Bearfield over to Escoto. Now with Ilagan, 3-ball on the way, another one for RK.
Probably the last time RK missed was during the warm-up. But what about Escoto, a willing passer? Just like a microwave is RK Ilagan.
Here come the bossing once again. They're down by 1. Ilagan wants 4. No good that time.
Good effort coming from Tautua.
Rosales. That body's on the floor. RK's down. He's holding on to his head.
The back assists for Jericho Cruz. Earlier to Tautua. Now to Trollano for a 3-point lead.
Here's Bearfield. Still scoreless in this ballgame. He wants to change that. Still nothing, however.
0 out of 5.
Rosales. Here's Trollano. Trollano goes baseline. Met in the air by Abu Tratter.
But that soft touch coming from Cruz has scored or assisted in the last 6 points. Biggest lead for San Miguel. 5-point edge. Quarter 2.
And Coach Leo is livid right now. Looking for a foul. Trollano was down on the ground for quite some time. And he's going to be slapped with a technical foul.
Tratter has gotten extended minutes, has already played almost 8 minutes. Scored 5 points, has been an effective rim protector, so to speak.
So Cedric Bearfield will take the technical free throw. That's his first point of the ball game. Coming at the 9:51 mark, he erupted in that last contest.
Philippine Cup high of
32 points.
32 points. 28 points through the first 3 quarters, 4 points in the final quarter. Had 2 double-digit quarters for Blackwater against Ginebra. Defended by Holt, Scotty Thompson, and even Jamie Malonzo.
Ian has checked in the game for Coach Jeff. And David back on the floor as well.
Well, Coach Jeff Ricariaso has to extend his rotation, given that this is the 3rd game in the last 5 days.
Rosales has been called for that personal foul.
Ilagan almost in double digits already, with 8 points on 75% shooting.
So 14 seconds of the shot clock. Here comes Ion. Over to Ilagan. Escoto working on Trollano. Escoto still with it. Escoto, nice defense there by Trollano, forcing that miss. Cruz. Jericho, nice pass to Trollano. Baseline layup there for the Dawn.
You can say that inside defense has to be better, but to me, somebody has to guard Jericho Cruz tighter.
That's right.
Because he's able to deliver that pass.
Easy.
With precision,
Yeah.
yes. Acting as the playmaker right now for the Beermen.
There's that pass to Don Trollano for the easy basket.
They started the quarter 24-22. Since that time, 8 points for San Miguel, 4 points so far for Bossing.
32-26. I remember Coach Ronnie during the ceremonies of the PBA 50th anniversary, as we take a look at this basket by Bradwin Ginto coming up short, however.
Ball, 13 in the game so far. 21 points coming from David and RK Ilagan out of the 29-point output.
Rosales, they're looking for Junmar. There's that screen. Rosales still with it, over to Troliano. 5 to shoot. Sends it back out, and a whistle is blown here. 3-second violation. Going to be called on the Kraken.
Better inside defense for Blackwater in the last sequence. Too much pace against a hot shooting Christian David.
Ion. Now with Escoto. Here's Casio. Waiting for the Bradwin screen. JV over to David against Kahilig.
Ooh.
David still with it. 4 to shoot. David step back. Baseline jumper on the way. Not that time. And Escoto. A little confusion here. A little confusion.
Looking at the bench of Blackwater, they're mimicking the same reaction, or mirroring the same reaction after that last shot clock violation.
Well, it is now San Miguel ball. Rosales. Here's Cruz. They go down to Fajardo. Fajardo against Ginto. Junmar. And Junmar is fouled on that play.
Fajardo earlier against the defense of Clifford Hopia scored 4 points. Second defender against Junmar Fajardo, who's also had 5 rebounds and 1 block.
You know, Junmar, I remember in that ceremony, in that celebration of the PBA 50, Junmar told me that he said, "Can you believe I'm part of the 50th grade?" I'm like, are you kidding me?
Because he's still very young.
Yeah, and he's always been a humble player, a humble person.
6'10", not mobile, and very smart.
And the touch.
Because he's hardworking, that's one. And number 2, the attitude.
Oh, yeah.
You know that he works on his game.
And that game has worked out for him as well.
Oops.
36-31 is the count. Troliano against Escoto. They go back to Fajardo. Loses it, however, and he's not happy with himself.
Good two-way play coming from Ginto, but look at how hard he has to work the shot clock to beat the shot clock and
With a
score.
4. Yeah. 36-31. Here's Casio. JV over to Ion. Back to Casio. Casio over to Ginto. Bradwin puts it on the floor once again. Sends it back out. Escoto. Ion shakes free the defense. Elbow jumper on the way. Not going to get the bounce. And Fajardo with another rebound. CJ. Crossover. Still with it. Doesn't like the spacing. Resets. Perez. Over to Ross. Ross. Still with it. Shoots over JV Casio. No good. And the rebound in the hands of Ginto. Ion. Over to David. Back to Ion. Baseline jumper on the way. Short.
Lost opportunity in transition.
Here's CJ. Perez all the way to the basket. Draws the foul there from Mike Ion.
Perpetual motion. That activity makes it difficult to really shadow and contain CJ Perez. He just loves to run and attack.
I don't think I've ever seen him tired.
Probably in high school when he was still young.
Well, his team is ahead 36-31 with 5:36 left to go here in the first half. Christian David has started out this ball game on fire. He's already up to 13 points, 10 of that coming in the first period, to go along with 5 rebounds. Meanwhile, CJ Perez has also started out really hot for the San Miguel Beermen. He's up to 11 points and 2 steals already for the Predator.
Doing it on both ends. Had a slow start. Talking about CJ Perez and even Christian David for that matter in their last outings, but not today. Both are hot. Both are playing with so much activity and aggression and have led their teams in scoring so far here in the first 2 quarters.
36-31 is the count. 5:36 left to go here in the first half. Gene Rufino together with Coach Ronnie Magsanok and Julia Vargas.
Now, Christian David carried their team towards the end of their last match, but still suffered a loss. So he said that coming into this game, getting the necessary rebounds are crucial if they want a chance at winning. He says that they are a lot smaller, so that gives them the upper hand on being faster than the Beermen and getting their shots in, so long as they can withstand the Beermen's bigger and taller players. Now back to you guys.
Thank you very much for that, Julia. Of course, the San Miguel Beermen, it's really a team that everybody fears because of their size. The Junmar Fajardo, Mo Tautua, Rodney Brondia.
The roster power,
Yeah.
the depth, the winning experience. And through it all, Junmar Fajardo and CJ Perez.